Hello, Selah family, and welcome to the full moon in Scorpio video. Oh, excuse me, I look a mess. I don't know why it is. I always seem to have a pet come up when I start recording. This is Jade. Say hi, Jade. I didn't name her. Baby girl named her. I don't know why she named her name. Something about her eyes being green. Her eyes aren't green to me. But anyway, baby girl named Jade. All right, JD. Okay, anyway, back to the video. Welcome Salah family to our full moon in Scorpio video. It's actually 2020 when I'm recording this video, but in actuality, these tips and actions will be true any full moon in Scorpio. And excuse the noise. Apparently, the dog decides that she wants to start scratching in her cage. If I don't get this video filmed, I'll never get it filmed. This apartment has limited lighting. The lighting in here sucks. And I'm waiting for my ring light to come in. But if you're watching this in 2020, you know what's happening in May 2020. And if you're not watching this in 2020, May 2020 was in the heart of the COVID-19 or the coronavirus or the Trump disease. Cora, stop, girl. Cora, stop. Trump's disease, as I like to call it, Trump disease. So, yeah, that's what's happening. My hair looks a mess and my nails are a mess, but if you wait for everything to get perfect, you'll never make the video is my new philosophy, because it took me forever to get started on this channel, and I kept waiting for everything to be perfect, everything to come in. I wanted to buy this, buy that, a new camera and all this other stuff, you know, basically. But so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and get this channel going. I have some other ideas besides the moon videos, but like I said, all my supplies are taking a minute to get here, so I'm going to go ahead and get started making my videos, and God willing, we'll progress from there. Okay, so in the full moon in Scorpio, it is actually the last super moon of 2020, also known as the flower moon. Now let me ask you this, or you might not have started feeling the effects, but being as tonight is the actual full moon, when I'm recording this video, tonight is the actual full moon, so you may have already begin feeling the effects. But let's go and see if you're already feeling them, or maybe you'll start to feel them, or they'll start to progress, okay, as the full moon comes into effect, because it hits tonight. Are you feeling horny? How about feisty? Got my little notes. Have you have extremely high standards, especially in your relationships? Have you been feeling anti-authority, like rebellious? Like, seriously, who you telling to do that? You know, I don't know who she talking to. Anti-authority. You not the boss of me. Do you write my checks? Anybody try to tell you what to do? You ain't feeling it. Are you feeling it secretive? Like you ain't trying to tell everybody your business. Everybody don't need to know your business. Everybody don't need to know your business. Are you feeling a secretive? Even if that's not your natural personality, do you right during this season, you may start to feel a little more secretive, even just a smidgen more. Like, I'm not secretive either. I'm like, don't tell me your secrets, because I'm the one to tell it all. Y'all like my tree? You know Mother's Day is coming up. Baby girl gave this to me. Oh, look. It's a crystal tree for bringing money and success. So, woo! This channel will bring money and success. Not to mention, we're going out of full moon in Taurus and new moon in Taurus, which is all about the shmoney, And you know what Scorpios are famous for besides sex and being secretive and having extreme emotions? They like the shmoney too. Okay, yeah. And another thing that you might find in the full moon in Scorpio is that you become extreme, like extreme. Like they keep saying, I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer sun. They always say Cancers are so emotional, but frankly, I think all water signs are emotional. And the ones that I find to be the most emotional are Scorpio. Scorpios are either Pisces and Cancers know how to do this, but Scorpios tend to do this. Happy or sad, happy or sad, mad or they don't understand that there's things in the middle. They might even call you're a sellout or something like that. If a Scorpio ever tell you a sell, because they don't understand this, the in the middle ground. But anyway, you might find yourself in the Scorpio season, like being extreme. Like I found myself today at work extreme. Like I hated that machine. I just didn't like the work or anything. I hated that machine today. I hated it. I hated it. I went extreme. Usually I'm like, oh my God, this machine is just getting on my nerves today. But today, I absolutely hate it. So I guess the Scorpio moon, besides that first one, y'all remember that first one was, right? Besides that first one. Yeah, besides that first one. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Hopefully I'll be able to fix it in editing, although I'm not the best at editing, so we'll see. Anyway, I think I left off with being extreme. Okay, so let's go to on to what happens a lot in the full moon in Scorpio. The fact is, in the full moon in Scorpio, there are a lot of pregnancies. That's right, a lot of babies are made with that sexual heat with the full moon in Scorpio. So, uh, I believe 9 months is about February. So between January and March, you might have just been conceived during that full moon in Scorpio. So just so you know. Also, there are a lot of marriages during that full moon of Scorpio. I guess that intense passion. Everybody thinks they in love. Oh yeah, so there's a lot of marriages during that full moon in Scorpio. Um, I don't think there will be a lot during this full moon in Scorpio. I don't know about the laws in where you live. I don't even know about the laws around here during this Trump disease season. But I don't think the courts are open, so I don't think you can get married, legally married. I don't know. I don't know. Anybody that's like doing weddings or marriages or anything, if you know, go ahead and leave a comment below. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not looking to get married. I'm looking to do this next one, divorces. There are a lot of divorces during the full, sorry, I keep saying new, full moon in Scorpio. There are known to be a lot of divorces, I guess because of the high standards that I mentioned earlier, the anti-authority rebelliousness, the secretiveness, and the extreme emotional extremes that I mentioned earlier. I guess that would lead to quite a few divorces in the full moon in Scorpio. Also, back to that sexual energy, there are a lot of sex dreams. If you've been having a lot of sex dreams, if you've had to wash, fellas, quite a few sheets, um, or you might have to wash quite a few sheets during the next 2 weeks or so, during this full moon in Scorpio, because Scorpio all about the sex. So sex dreams, all about the sex. You know what I found interesting now? It's like OnlyFans has been taking off, or maybe I'm just noticing it. But like things like OnlyFans, which used to not be vanilla, has now become vanilla. Vanilla is when it's not. Vanilla is when it's not in the BDSM, domination, submission, kink, sex worker realm. When it's just plain old. But a lot of girls have hopped up on there. So anyway, that's just a little tidbit. sort of interesting if you really think about, if you give it a little thought, but it had nothing really to do with my notes. Also sexual temptation. Maybe it do fit in. Maybe it do fit in. Sexual temptation. You got that sexual temptation where you're tempted, maybe to stray a little bit. Don't do it. Don't do it. First of all, you might end up with that pregnancy. And this time next year, that full moon in Scorpio, you might be finding yourself getting that good divorce that I mentioned earlier. So don't do it. Fellas, if you in a relationship, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't stray outside your relationship. Don't stray outside your relationship. Ladies, don't stray outside your relationships. Gals and fellas and gals, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, I don't care what you call yourself, male and female, men and women, don't stray outside your relationship. This is the season of sexual temptation. You know what though? Now that I give it some thought, that's pretty true, because this is the season without the COVID, and if the weather was cooperating, where we would start dressing a little cooler, taking off all them layers. So I guess, spring is sprung. Spring came, March 20th. Gave it spring, May showers, April showers bring May flowers. So, it's time to, the rain about to start, even though around here the rain is just now kicking in. Virginia weather. Weird. But anyway, so sexual temptation, I can see where it would start kicking in around about May and go throughout the summer, where people getting hot in more ways than one. And non-casual intimacy. So here's the thing. If you do go outside the relationship, or you try to interrupt someone else's relationship, like you want to be that third wheel because you think you're probably going to convince yourself using love. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is the extreme. See, it's going to be extreme. So you're probably not going to be like, I just want to hit it and quit it. I don't care about my relationship. I just want to hit it and quit it. I'm not even thinking about their relationship. You're probably going to convince yourself you in love. You in love, because you're going to be extreme. It's I don't want nothing to do with her. I loves her. Who? Who's he? And he the best thing since sliced bread. So don't do it. You in that level of extremes with sexual temptation. And this time next year you be in the level of divorces. If you in a relationship, you might get that good kick to the curb. Goodbye. See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. Okay. Because we all know that Scorpios. Oh, I did put that in my notes about the OnlyFans. Okay. Scorpios are all about, they're known for their extreme emotions, their love of sex, and their love of money. So when I put money and sex, I put OnlyFans in quotation marks. So I did put OnlyFans up in there, because money and sex, honey. Sell them pictures, honey. Fellas, you can do it too if you don't mind. If you ain't suffering from toxic masculinity and don't care about the gender, because women ain't going up there. Sorry, it's not. Women ain't subscribing to see your feet pictures, your butt pictures, your face pictures. Women we don't do that. That's just not something we are known to do. So, but gay men are still men. So they're out there. So I don't know what you up here getting mad about. You got to be a cute girl. You got to be a cute guy. If you a cute guy, if you look like one of them guys off of True Blood, you a cute guy. You got that V. You got that V or some nice feet. I've been seeing if you go on Instagram, that's free. You can go on Instagram and check. Them men out there, average looking men, but I guess they got the feet that men like, making buku bucks, selling feet pics and whatnot. So if you don't care, if you're not suffering from toxic masculinity, which means you can't deal with gay men, because if you deal with gay men, that means I'm gay too, or at least gay curious, or some bullcrap. Instead of just about your shmoney. Like, these women is not, see, the women that's selling them pictures is not interested in them men, right? You get that concept that she just about her shmoney. She just don't want her bag. She just looking to get some coins, make it rain on her. So you get that, but you can't conceive of the fact that the same thing might just be true when you go out there and get your coins. If you go out there and get your coins, get your little wallet full of bills, and then you take an old girl out on a date with a wallet full of bills that you done got because you done sold a foot pit for $200. But okay, fellas, go on, stay broke. Go on, sit around. Oh, this COVID, and I need to get back to work and whining instead of going out there and getting your shmoney. This is Scorpio season. You just came out of Taurus season, which is all about the shmoney. That's when all the women jumped on OnlyFans, and now it's Scorpio season. Jump on there too. It's fellas up there too. If you don't care where your money come from, you don't care about the gender, because I'm sorry. Just like with prostitution, when the men think that they're gonna prostitute and sell themselves to only women, and then it don't work out that way. It's not working out that way. Females, like, we ain't out here in droves. We ain't out here in the droves. We don't have the numbers to support a whole bunch of men doing this. It's just not out there. But anyway, go out there and get your money. Go out there and get your money. I'm through lecturing. Also, make any arrangements. This is a good season to make arrangements to pay off any debt. Pay off any debt that you owe. Make the least, get into arrangements. See, and that's interesting because during this season of the Trump disease, they're saying call your lender, call who you owe, and see if they're making any arrangements for payments. So it's all coming together, right? It's all coming together, right? See, so if you are, but doesn't matter if this is not the Trump disease season, and go ahead and make arrangements during the full moon and Scorpio season to take care of any debt. See if they'll give you a payment plan that you can actually afford. They may say something that's just outrageous. They're greedy. They're greedy. And you can't, or maybe you just can't afford it, whatever. Even if you can't afford it, send them like $1. If you got a bank account, my bank account sends my bills, like, I can't afford to pay them all off, but I send them $1. Just a tidbit, I don't know if this is still true, but I learned this years ago. They can't take you to court, or they probably wouldn't win in court if you've shown that you are making payments. So make a payment of $1 every month, or every payday, every paycheck, or every month, however much you can afford. Put all your bills with all the account numbers in an automatic payment. Have that amount of money come out your paycheck directly to your bank account, and have that money go out every whatever it is you got to set up for. It's really that simple. Also, invest your money. Like, if you've been thinking, like, you got that good $1,200, but you don't really need it, invest it. Find something to invest your money in. Do the research. I can't tell you what to invest in. I'm not a broker or expert or anything like that. I do have Acorn, which is, I haven't checked. I really need to check. And Lending Club, because Lending Tree is the part where you go to ask for money. Lending Club is where you go to get the money. There are tons and tons and tons of videos on Lending Club on this YouTube. On YouTube is like tons of videos. That's why I learned about it, watching those videos. That's how I learned my strategy. Like, my automatic investment, I have it set up. It's strict. I have mine set up the way up here, so all my people pay. And I only have like $100 in there, and I think it should be like 110, 100. I'm not banking, but I haven't lost any money either. So find something to invest in. I started with $25, and then what is it? The $5 from my Acorn, which I need to check because I had lost the money. When the stock market crashed because of Trump's disease and all this stuff that happened. So, but anyway, I didn't invest a lot. It was like my $5 that I put in, and then they matched the $5. And I think last month I checked, and it was like $9 and some change. So I lost less than $1. Which none of it was actually mine that I lost, but the only thing with Acorn is they charge that $1 a month fee, so that's where I'm losing money. So I need to go back into that and do more investigation and everything. But other than that, that's good. Find something to invest your money in. Maybe you got a friend who's starting a business. Do the research on the business. Do the research on your friend, because just because they're your friend don't mean they know how to run a business. Make sure they know what they're talking about, not just because we get the ones that but they don't really know nothing, but they sure can talk. Start asking them, so what's the return on investment? When can we get this in writing? I need to go get this notarized. This probably somewhere out there, somebody making a hustle, notarizing stuff on the low low. Get that stamp. Cloop, cloop. That's all you need. Cloop, cloop. You can take that to the courts when they eventually open up. Take that, cloop, cloop, and invest. Invest. Cloop, cloop. Get everything in writing, and not just writing with something scribbled out. Type it up nice and neat. Your whatever your agreement. Go on Google how to write a contract and all that other stuff, and but do your research, but find something to invest in. Also, you're gonna obsess during this season, because Scorpios obsess. That's why they convince themselves that people are out to get them, and then they strike first. That's what Scorpios, that in my head, that's what they do. They convince themselves, and they're in their head thinking and thinking and thinking and feeling emotions and adding emotions and thinking and emotions and then thinking and emotions, and then they strike because they think you out to get them. Don't do that. If you're going to do that over a good cause. Like, find a charity and promote the hell out. Find a charity or something that you love. Find a business that you love. Find a YouTube channel. This one would be good that you love, and just hammer it. Putting it on every time they put a video. Put that video on Facebook. Put it on, I don't know, Twitter. Just keep, every time they follow them on Instagram, follow them on Twitter, follow them on Facebook, follow them everywhere. Just obsessed over a good cause and promote and whatever. If it's your own business, do that. If you invested in something, somebody else's business, you promote their business too. Get your but whatever you do during this next 2 weekish or so, because it's almost never just a full 2 weeks. That's why I said 2 week-ish, because sometimes it'll fall on a, like, it's coming up on a Wednesday, and I think the next one is like a Saturday. I don't know, the new moon. Anyway, fine, because 29, 30, because the days of the month aren't even, basically. So that's why I say 2 weekish. But anyway, find yourself, and it's something to obsess over that is a good cause, something good to obsess over. Don't go obsessing over negativity. Don't go obsessing over whatever 45 up there talking about. Don't go obsessing over this COVID disease and all that other stuff. Find something positive to obsess over. Clear up any details with tangible, precise actions. Like, if you know you owe somebody an apology, give a tangible, precise apology. Not no half-ass, half-baked apology. Precise. I apologize for. I'm sorry that. And a precise apology. Clear up any details. If you're looking to invest in somebody's business, get into the nitty-gritty of the contract. The nitty-gritty, precise details. That's what they say, the devil is in the details. Get into the details of everything that you getting ready to do, that you're thinking about doing. Don't just into the details. If that's another thing that you can obsess over, is getting into the details, especially when you invest in your moolah, your cash, dinero. Get into the details. Get in there. Also, excuse me. Also, if you have any hidden talents, no matter how minuscule, no matter if it's not even going to be a profitable talent, it's just something you like to do, or something you thought about doing, maybe you like, go ahead and nurture it. Give it a try. You might love it. During this season of full moon in Scorpio, you probably are attracted to something that you will really like doing, even if it's just a hobby every now and again. I mean, there's a lot of things you can't do. You can't go out to the basketball court and shoot hoops, because apparently they giving out tickets for that. I didn't know that. I think that's odd if you're out there by yourself, or out there just with the people that are already in your household. Why are they giving you tickets? But then they want to open it up and go back to work. This Trump disease, it's just confusing. I guess that just trickle down of the leadership. But anyway, find yourself a hidden talent. Find your hidden talent. Do you like making, I don't know, pot holders or something? Do you like, hold on, that people have gotten into the hobby. I know like 2 people that I'm trying to convince to make that into a money maker, but maybe they don't want to make it into a money maker, but they're making the mask, the mask that we all have to wear during this Trump disease season. We all have to wear that mask. So find yourself a hobby. Maybe you like making the mask. I don't like anything with sewing. I already tried that hobby years and years and years ago. Twice. I tried it twice and it was not for me. So no. But if you like that, go for it. Go for it. Or go on I'm doing candles, which I'm going to turn into a profitable business, and I'll talk about that um later on the later on in a future video. My candles are going to be for you guys. They're available for everybody, but they're going to be for you guys. If you want to see, well, I don't have any pictures yet, but I do have a website that I am working on this month on developing. It's selah.family, selah.family. That's all you got to put in, selah.family, and it will take you right to my domain. I own this website. I think it's coming out cute. I still need to make the candles and take pretty pictures. I went and purchased like flowers for the pictures. Another thing that I ordered was the shadow box so that I could take the pictures, but I'm not waiting for everything again. I'm not waiting for everything to get perfect before I go and get myself together and doing, because I will get stuck in analysis paralysis. So I am doing it now because Taurus season had me doing it, and new moon in Taurus had me doing it. This full moon in Scorpio is taking away my procrastination. That's what I'm manifesting. This full moon in Taurus takes away, because full moons decrease. So when you got a full moon and you're trying to manifest something, take it away. New moon is bring it in. Full moon, you take it away. Full moon, take it away. So take away my procrastination. Take away my analysis paralysis. Take away my fear, which is false evidence appearing real. Take it all away, full moon. I'm decreasing it. It's going away. It's going away. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. During this full moon is we're going to take away our negativity, take away our blocks, take away our stumbles. Just take it away from us. It's going to go, decrease until it's nothing. And then we're going to let it die, and we're going to rise out of it like, what are Scorpios always famous for saying? We're the phoenixes. So we're going to rise like a Scorpio in Phoenix mode. Is that my Phoenix? That's my Phoenix. Phoenix mode. Rise like a Scorpio in full Phoenix mode. And when this new moon hits, we'll be ready for it. The next new moon is coming up in about 2 weeks, and I'll do another video on that. But yes, that's what we're doing this full moon. Whether you do it tonight, which is the full moon, or during the next few days of this full moon in Scorpio, the most powerful days, I mentioned this in the video, the most powerful days of a moon transition are the 3 days before, like we transition from the new moon, which is bringing stuff in, and then the full moon, which is tonight, and then the 3 days after. So today is Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, tonight, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are the 4 most powerful days of this full moon, but that doesn't mean you have to wait for the next one. You can actually start something anytime during the full moon and have it decrease, and then when that new moon hit it from the next direction of the increase. If you want your money to flourish during this full moon, you do the stuff for decreasing money blocks, decreasing negativity over money, decreasing negativity over relationships, decreasing the negativity. And then when the new moon hits, or even the 3 days before, when the new moon hits, you start bringing in the money, or you start bringing in the positivity about the money. You start bringing in the positivity about the relationship. You start bringing that stuff in. That's how you do that. That is the way to do, I don't care what you call it, law of attraction, manifestation, magic. I don't care what you call it. That is the way to do it when you're following the cycles of the moon, just those 2 aspects of the moon. Just those 2 aspects. There are other aspects that you can follow, but that's like super advanced and we ain't got time to go all into that. But if you just want to follow those 2 aspects of the moon, that's how you do it. The full moon takes it out. The new moon brings it in. Simple. So this full moon in Scorpio, we're going to take out anything negative and rise like the phoenix. Okay? All right. Thank you, Selah family, for joining me for this video. I appreciate it. I hope you got some valuable information. If you need any further assistance or have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Don't forget to visit me on selah.family, selah.family. Or sign up for the newsletter so that you can keep informed about anything, any sales, any products that I have going on. Feel free to go ahead and get shopping. If you want the candle just based on the description, I will go ahead and hand pour them. I have not started making like a stockpile of them yet. I do have my wax. I'm using all natural coconut wax. That is in. I do have my fragrance oils. I'm using all natural fragrance oils, which limits the fragrances that I can choose from because there's only a limited type that come in all natural, but I am using all natural fragrance oil. And of course, you can buy just the regular candles with nothing in it. Okay, that's layer one. You can buy the regular candles with just the essential oils and herbs that that are used for that purpose. For example, I got green candle that's got the essential herbs that draw in money, and the essential oils that draw in money, and the herbs that draw in money. Did I say essential herbs? I done made a new phrase, essential herbs. But anyway, the oils, essential oils that draw in money, you can just buy that. It comes in. I'm thinking right now I'm just doing tea light and votives, and I'm probably gonna add wax melts or tarts. Some people call them wax melts. Some people call them wax tarts. Whatever, I'm gonna add and possibly add those. You can also use the contact me form if you have any special requests or you don't see anything on the website that you would want. That's fine too. I have no problem with that. I'll see what I can do. It's either yes or no, right? It's either yes or no, and yes, how much? We work it out. But yes, I'm very proud of it because I'm doing it all by myself. And I've done websites before, but this one is looking pretty good. So um that's what you can do. You can go on there if you don't see anything you like, or you would like an actual picture of one. I'm actually just been making them right now for family and friends. I've been giving them away so they can smell the scents and everything. Um, I told you about the layer one, just regular plain candles, nothing fancy. They'll probably be cheap. But layer two right now is just a candle with the essential oil and the scent. Layer three will be with the essential oil and the herbs, and it's got the scent in it, the flavor oil in it to give it like a special scent. You'll see up there, like I got, I believe it's jasmine, vanilla, orange, cinnamon clove, sweet lemon rolls, and fresh lemon rolls, which I bought because I just wanted to know the difference. I still don't see the difference, but maybe y'all can smell the difference. My house smells like too many different things. Maybe I can't smell it. um, yeah, and they come in all colors. I got them in green. I'm gonna have them in green, and I got all kinds of fancy stuff. These candles are gonna be high end, so you might want to get them now while they're relatively affordable, because my goal is to make them a little pricey, beautiful, pricey candles. Because I know how much work I put into them. Like tonight, I'm about to take these, night of the full moon. Speaking of, I'm about to take all my ingredients and put them outside in the full moon. That's quite a bit of work just in itself to get all this stuff together. And then I don't live in the safest of neighborhoods for stuff, so I have to worry about my stuff. That's why I don't take the stuff that's like irreplaceable or would be expensive to replace, or that they would know what it was. Because these are, anyway, my goal, my manifesting me a new house this year with a private backyard. I'm going to put me a table out there in the backyard and just have my stuff sitting in the full moonlight. But for now, I take it outside and I put it like in the grass where they possibly won't see it. And then I go out early in the morning before the sun comes up. Before the sun comes up, I'm outside getting that stuff. And I do that twice a month, the night of the full moon and the night of the new moon. So twice a month I go out there and get my take my supplies out there at night. Like the sun isn't down yet, but take my supplies out at night and get them charged up basically with the power of the moon. And then I add the powder that I add. I make that myself. And what I did was I watched a lot of YouTube videos on what people use for, let's say their money concoctions. And I write down every herb, and I slowly was like every paycheck was just buying one after another. And so I have quite a stash of herbs and spices and stuff that people use to attract, let's say we're just going to stay with the money, to attract money, and all the essential oils that people use to attract money. I didn't actually write down anybody's spell, so nobody can say I used their spell, but I do write down ingredients from all the videos, like from Arabian Conjure. She's like one of my favorites. Witch Please, although he hasn't put out, as far as I know, a video in a while. His old videos are awesome. They're beautiful. Go watch Witch Please. Great videos. Who else? Magical Witch. She has some great videos. She gives you details on how to do this, her spells exactly, and they will. She says they will manifest. I don't do anybody else's spells, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah, quite a few other people that I watch. What's her name? Magic at the Crossroads lady. I watch her videos. Um, Ashira, when she used to, I watch her older videos when she used to put out the spells and stuff. I just write down what everybody used, and then I just keep buying, and I'm just going to continue to buy. And then I take that and I ground that into a powder with a mortar and pestle. Am I saying that right? I hope I'm saying it right. Anyway, grind that, and that's a lot of work. Some of them things don't want to be ground. So I did have to buy like a coffee grinder. I don't even drink coffee, so I had to go buy a coffee grinder, and hopefully that will grind the things that did not want to be grind without breaking the actual machine. I'm gonna have to give that's on my list to give a try. But yeah, grind that up. But when I grind it, let's see, full moon is this way. When I grind it with intentions while I'm grinding it. And I grind it for a full month, like a full moon and a full new moon. That's a month of grinding ingredients into a powder, putting my intentions for that powder into it. And I'm gonna sell I'm gonna add that to my set. I'm gonna sell the powder. I'm waiting for stuff to come in. I ordered the bags. Like it took me a while to figure out what those bags were called. And guys showed them to me, and I was like, yes, thank you, Lord. But anyway, the bag that they put, like if you've ever ordered herbs online, you've gotten them in the bag with a little cardboard on the top. I finally figured out what those were called, and I ordered some. So I'm gonna see if I know how to figure out how to get that, and then put the herbs in there, and then I'm gonna sell that too. Yeah, so my little site is coming together. Feel free. If I mention anything on this video that you're interested in, or you see something on the website that you might be interested in and would like me to send you a picture or anything, or if you see something it's getting dark in here. I told you the light in this apartment is atrocious. There's actually outside. I'm sitting directly in front of the window, but there is a house right there, and it blocks the sunlight from this window. And it's like that, like anywhere I could film has like atrocious light. Atrocious. I might film in my bedroom next time, get everything all cleaned up and set up so I can film in my bedroom at least a little bit. Look at my light. That's how you can tell it's dark. Look how bright my laptop is. This old raggedy laptop. It's super bright as opposed to the light coming through the window. But anyway, we've been on this video for quite a while. Didn't mean to keep you that long. Hopefully I'll figure out how to slice and dice it so that it makes sense when I go and edit this video and get it out to you, because tonight is the full moon. But don't worry about it. Whenever you watch this video, whether it's next year's full moon in Scorpio Or if you're watching it, it ain't full moon in Scorpio, but you want to take down notes because you're just watching videos about the moon. However your life is going, sis. However your life is going, bro. Do you, boo? I ain't one to judge. Do you, boo? As long as you got the information and it seeks into your subconscious, and if it rings true to you. If it don't ring true, you be like, oh, this girl crazy, and move on. Everything ain't for everybody. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you for joining me. May we be aligned in spiritual blessings. Be blessed and a blessing.